Hey everybody, Jack Chettarelli here. Welcome to another Jack Chat. Today I'm with one of New Jersey's newest heroes, Anthony Ribeiro, and his mom, Tara Jost. Tara, I understand you're a mother of two. Tell us
Yes.
about your two children.
Yes, ma'am. One sitting next to me is Anthony. He's 17, a junior at Toms River North High School. He is, I'm actually very proud of him. He is my hero. I call him my earth angel. He is an angel to me. And my second son is Michael. He's my 10-year-old special needs son. And Anthony is a fabulous brother to him. Those are my two children that I love very dearly.
Anthony, I get the sense your mother loves you very, very much. It's obvious.
Yeah.
So, hey Anthony, tell us about you. So you're a junior at Toms River North. What are your favorite subjects, and do you do any extracurricular activities?
Favorite subjects, I love history. I love, like World War II, world wars and stuff like that. Outside of school and extra stuff, I baseball, basketball, I used to play. But now I'm working. So I've kind of, steered away from all that, but.
Very good. Now, as I understand right now, you're in your bedroom, which is where you do your remote learning from for Toms River North. So, and as I understand, the Trump flag that's on the wall behind you there is something you received earlier this month, and you hung it up. And then on October 8th, in the morning chemistry class, the chemistry teacher asked you to remove the flag?
Yes.
And how'd you handle that?
I basically just said no, and I said no twice. And the third time he said, if you're not going to take it down, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the class for today. And at that point, I just waved goodbye and I left.
And then it was sometime, I think it was the next day, that your English teacher asked you to take down the flag.
Yes. At this point, I didn't know what, I still try to stand for my, my right or whatever. But in her class, I didn't have a very, pleasable grade. And she kind of, asked me, not in front of the whole class, but, it was me and one other student. She kind of talked to me person to person instead of talking to me to a teacher to student, and said, I respect that you got into politics. I respect your views. I just don't want it to offend other people and be a distraction. And I respected that heavily. And I took it down. Looking back at it, if I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't have, just because that is what I'm doing all this for, is to stand for your right, and express yourself.
But that's when mom did what moms do best. They advocate for their children. So Taras, tell us what you did when this all happened.
Well, the first day when the chemistry teacher did this to Anthony, he came upstairs to me and told me, and I was shocked. I couldn't believe this teacher did this in our home, told him to take this down in our home. So I got on the phone right away and called the school. And the assistant principal called me back. And I told them what happened, and they were in 100% agreement with me that the teacher was wrong. And my first question to them was, if a student came in wearing a T-shirt of one of the candidates, would they kick the student out of school? And they said 100% not. They would not do that. So I said, so what's the difference here? And they said, there isn't any difference. He's wrong.
Your mom's a great advocate, Anthony, doing exactly what she should do as a parent. I think one of the things that upsets me most about this story, and certainly we're all inspired by Anthony's actions and your advocacy, Tara. But as we all know, the educational environment in particular, academia as it's sometimes referred to, is supposed to be a place where we can have a fair, open exchange of ideas and opinion, and where we teach tolerance for people that have a difference of opinion. And that certainly didn't take place here. So it's very ironic, right, that the educational system kind of let us down here in not promoting the open and free exchange of ideas and tolerance for differences of opinion, but it did provide an opportunity for you to stand up for yourself and practice your rights, exercise your rights, particularly since you were within the rules of the school system. So, I mean, do you feel like there was a valuable learning lesson here for you?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I wish people I wish it didn't have to, be like this and have this happen, but people should know this already, express yourself, whatever view it is. If it was a Biden flag, if it was a Trump flag, whatever.
I think the one thing that can make this really right, it's right now because of what you both did. But the other thing that can make this really, really right is if you get an apology. And that's not something for either one of you to necessarily comment on. But an apology does seem the right thing to do. And even if that's not school policy, that's the policy of decent human nature. When
Absolutely.
we're wrong, and in this case, the teacher was wrong, they weren't familiar with what the policy was with regard to remote learning, they should make an apology. Anthony, you're 17. When do you turn 18?
Next year, October 5th.
Okay, so you won't be voting in this year's election then?
Sadly, no.
Okay, so I'm going to be selfish and say you will be voting in next year's election since I'm running for governor.
Yep. Yes.
Tara, congratulations on the job you're doing raising your two children.
Thank you.
And Anthony, congratulations to you and all best wishes in your future endeavors.
You as well.
You as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you on the next Jack Chat.